just gonna take this thumb steer wheel off this remote and put it on this one, since this is the one I use. But I don't this little middle piece, I don't know how to get off. So looks like it's not coming. Yeah. I was gonna lower the front end or raise the front end because I remember it scratching really bad when I drove it last time, but there's not you can't just put, or at least I don't have them, maybe they're in the box, but like spring retainers to raise the ride height. So I guess we're just gonna keep it how it is. Should be fine. I just want to drive this thing. It's freaking awesome. What is up, guys? My name is Mark Santamaria. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RC vlog. Yes, guys, I drove the Vendetta. I wanted to drive it so bad. I don't know what it is. Like, seriously, it's just been sitting there, and I decided to charge the battery up and drive it. But check this thing out. So if you saw me driving it in the intro, you notice that you can hear it like scratching the ground really bad. I thought it was the body, but I don't think it's the body. The body's pretty much cleared. Come on, come off. What is happening? Oh, it's because that body clip's not off. Yeah, I thought it was a body, but it's not. Let me turn it off real quick. I think it's that right there. So I think that it's just creating too much downforce. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to charge the battery all the way back up, get to a bigger area, and then I'm going to get the other wing. I think the other wing has like less downforce. Or maybe even just take that wing off where it doesn't create any downforce. I think the body alone will create enough downforce. I don't know, but this car is so much fun. But this isn't what today's vlog's about. It's about another car that is really near and dear to me, and I think is possibly the most underrated Traxxas car in their entire lineup. So let's check it out. Here it is, the Traxxas Stampede two-wheel drive brushed edition. Yes, guys, the brushed edition. This car actually means a lot more to me than you think. This was actually the first basher RTR I ever bought. And I say basher because my first Traxxas I ever bought was a Traxxas Slash, but this one I bought strictly for bashing, and it's special to me, and I'll tell you why. But after I unbox it, because we got to unbox it, we got to take a look at it first. I got some things I want to check. I did get the pink one. You can see that, the pink edition. That's part of the reason why I got it, because that last shopping video was a complete fail. I didn't want to let you guys down. I wanted another RC car, and they had a limited edition pink. All right, let's open this thing up. Comes with the base TQ radio, not TQI, so you can't bind it to multiple cars, and it doesn't have Bluetooth enabled or anything like that. Here it is. Oh man, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look at the pink. The pink looks so good. Let's see what it comes with. Proper unboxing. I'll tell you what it comes with. It comes with the radio. Yeah, this actually comes with a whole bunch of tools. Oh, I think it comes with a battery too. Let's see. It does come with a battery. Beautiful body. The pink. Love the pink. All right, this is what it comes with. Let me put it all on here so you can see. All right, here's what it comes with. It comes with the car, the remote, comes with the battery. Golly, the focus is all jacked up. It's a nickel metal battery, and it comes with this charger, the one that you have to plug into your lighter port in your car. I think that's kind of lame. I wish it came with an AC charger. But it comes with your tools that I don't recommend you use. Extra body clips, body washers. Looks like servo spline things, just in case you want to run an aftermarket spline. And then it comes with the high-speed gear, which is nice, and then some shock retainers, and then obviously your manuals and things like that. All right, so the thing I wanted to check is I'm pretty sure when I bought this thing the first time, you had to use either a short lipo or you had to use that hump pack lipo where there's like a 7-cell on top. Now I think they made it where the chassis is longer, and you can put the longer lipos in Boom. Wait, upside down. Boom. The 7600 Lipo. This thing should last forever. Oh, and it fits perfect. Okay, I gotta charge this thing up. So the reason why this car is so important to me and played such a big part in my RC addiction, I don't want to call it addiction, my RC hobby and passion and love for the hobby, is because when I bought this car, I bought it right when I was racing a lot, right? And I bought it for bashing. And if you've been in the hobby long enough, basically you don't really see guys cross over. Like, they're either racers or bashers. So I was a racer that bought a car for bashing, and seriously, when I told my friends that I bought a Stampede, they were like, why? And I bought it because I thought it was cool. Actually, I'll tell you the exact reason why I bought it. I think there was like a spell of a lot of rain, and I wanted to buy something I could drive in the rain. The Stampede was waterproof, and it had the ground clearance, so I knew I could cross like the creeks and rivers. I had this cool park next to my old house, and there was like this kind of river where the water was running through, and I just, in my head, I was picturing, man, I wish I could get a car that I could drive through the water and not worry about. The reason why I wasn't worried about it is because this car was pretty much the cheapest one that you could get from Traxxas, which at the time I think it was $199, which I think they're $199 right now, so under 200 bucks. So even if I ruined it, it wasn't that big of a deal. I could get all the parts I could possibly think of for it. My local hobby shop supported it, and it was 100% waterproof. Where I went wrong was I did not plug the tires. I didn't cover the holes, the vent holes on tires. So I ended up getting a lot of water in there, and once you get water in there, it's almost impossible to get it out. And essentially, it was always off balance. It didn't run right after that, and like, I kept it for a while, and then I ended up selling it. I had a really cool one though. For a while they had a white and black body, which was really, really cool. But I regret selling it. All my RTR stuff that I sold, I regret selling. I think I bought it for $199, and I ended up selling it for $175. I put it on consignment at my local hobby shop. I mean, that alone, the fact the resale value on these things is awesome, because they're perfect beginner cars. Parts readily available, 100% waterproof. But yeah, so that was like the big thing for me. So this was, I fought with the fact that I was this racer that was driving an RTR basher at the park by myself, and I was like, you know what? I don't care what people think. I'm having fun. I'm just gonna keep ripping this thing, and I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. And till today, I still do the ready run stuff. This was also way before the TRX4 came out, so this was the closest thing I was going to get to a trail-looking truck. But, man, I love this car. I'm going to show you guys why, to me, it's highly underrated. It's way more fun than you think it is, but I got to charge this battery first. All right, guys, I just got done buttoning her up. I put this is like a skid plate for the rear gearbox. It didn't come with one, and we're going to need that, and you're going to find out why in a second. And I also covered up the vent holes with some electrical tape on the wheels and tires, because I am going to drive this thing through water. So all I got to do is bind it up, get the battery, and we're driving this thing, and oh man, I'm so excited. It's so weird. This is like the cheapest Traxxas car you can buy, and I'm like crazy excited like it's an X-Max or something. All right, guys, here she is. All right, you're going to see why this thing is so freaking awesome. And Evan's out here for a reason, because we're about to have a competition. It looks like the tires have some flat spots on it, but we'll ignore that. But let's see how well I do on this. Oh my gosh, seriously? what a super fail. All right, here we go. Jeez, guys, I messed this up. You see something wrong here? Notice the offset. I put the front tires on the back and the back tires on the front whenever I plugged the freaking vent holes. Okay, let me fix it, and then we'll go wheeling. There you go. Hold it. Hold it. Oh my god, right into the curb. Ooh, that was close. Oh, I ain't going too much. Dang it. That's it. Oh, God. We need to angle it a little bit more, but that was it. That's it. No, it's going towards this car. No! Oh! We have a problem, guys. The camber, front camber link broke, so we just got to get another one. I think I have one inside the house, so we're good. Or inside the garage. I like Evan's no quit attitude. He says he doesn't know. You can still back up and go forward. He says he doesn't need the front wheels because he's going to wheelie all the way down the street anyways. That's it. That's it. Just ride it all the way out. Why did you set it down? You weren't going to hit that car. That was it. All you have to do is ride it all the way out. Are you going full speed with a broken front camber link? This is crazy, guys. I'll tell you why this is crazy, because that right there was my first house. Oh man, it's so nostalgic back here. Oh man, guys. So we're actually in the old neighborhood that I used to live in, and this is exactly where I drove the Stampede. Look at this beautiful park out here. We got people playing cricket out here. We got this cool playground over here, but right over here, right here, is where there used to be a little creek and some little areas where you could off-road your car, and there's a little hill you can climb. So yeah, we're here because I want to drive it exactly how I drove it before, because again, the Stampede, it brings back memories, and it's an awesome truck, super underrated. So let's go rip in this thing. Alright, here it is. Oh man, it's so much fun. So what I did wrong the first time, my first Stampede, I drove it in that same spot. I got a lot of mud and dirt and everything in there, and I popped the motor. You got to get the mud and dirt out after you're done. And I didn't plug the vent holes in my wheels and tires, so I got a lot of freaking water inside my wheels or tires, and it soaks up in the foams. And there was actually someone recently asking on the MSM drivers meeting what to do whenever your tires get filled up with water. And the answer is, you just, at least what I've done, is I try to squeeze out as much as I can just with my hand, and then you just have to let it dry. Honestly, it ruins it. Someone jokingly said, buy new ones. He wasn't really joking. You kind of just need to buy new ones. But luckily, I plugged these, I cleaned it off, I put some motor spray in here. Nice, clean, or nice, generous coat of WD. Look at how, I mean, it looks brand new again. So, and it dries brand new because I just got done driving it. So in regards to why it's the most underrated Traxxas vehicle, I mean, it's tons of fun, guys. Seriously, like, who cares about what the car is if you're having fun? And it's like endless fun. Like me and Evan, we went until it got dark yesterday just doing wheelies up and down the street. It's wheelies galore. And I know some people are like, what's so fun about, you know, just riding a wheelie? It's awesome. I don't know. It's like challenging because it's not super easy just to ride a nice consistent wheelie like really, really far. But once you get used to it and you learn, like we were having wheelie competitions, oh my gosh, so much fun. With the ground clearance, the fact that you can drive it through water, I mean, it's seriously an endless amount of fun. That's why it's super underrated. So let's start with the pros. First off, it's super cheap. I mean, it's one of the cheapest 10 scale Traxxas cars you can buy. It's only $200, which that's aligned with some of your Amazon hobby grade cars. So $200, you're getting a name brand car with name brand support, Traxxas support. I mean, I don't know if you can beat it. Like seriously, you can call them. They have support 7 days a week. You can call them anytime. And basically, their thing is they don't get off the phone until it's resolved. So the support, part support, tech support, everything, you get that full Traxxas backing when you purchase this car, and it's only 200 freaking bucks. Another thing is it's extremely upgradable, and you can modify it till the end. They have the VXL version. You could have brushless it. You can put a brushless in it. The platform is super simple. Like there's not much to it. Shocks, shock towers, chassis, transmission. I mean, it's very, very straightforward, and they have hop-up parts galore for these things. So if you want to get it just to test out RC, you have fun, you want to change it. If you put a brush system in it, it completely changes the car. It's insane. We have a VXL Stampede. We're going to open it up soon. This one isn't VXL, but still a lot of fun. And another really cool thing, and I learned this with my first Stampede, is when you buy this car, let's say this is the first car you buy just to test out the hobby, you decide you want to upgrade or you don't want it anymore and you want to sell it, the resale value on these things is insane. Like seriously, I literally think I took a $25 hit after I bought it and drove it around and had so much fun with it. So if you're ready to offload these things, people pay a good amount of money on them because there's not really much to go wrong. God, that plane is super loud. So yeah, resale value is insane. All right, and the things that I don't like about it, and one of these things is, and the first thing I'll tell you what I don't like about it, it actually makes me kind of want to not keep it again. And it reminded me why, and I know why they did it, but why I don't like this car. It has Phillips screws. It doesn't use hex screws, but it's strange because they have hex screws on the receiver box, but all the other screws like under it and everything are Phillips screws. If you don't know what a Phillips is, it's the one that's like a T. It's just a normal, like this, a normal screwdriver head. And they do it because if you're not into the hobby, this is again tailored towards someone that's brand new into the hobby. You don't have to go buy tools. You have probably a Phillips head screwdriver in your garage, in your toolbox at home, so you can wrench on it and not have to buy tools. So I get why they did it, but as a hobbyist, seeing Phillips screws, oh man, I don't like it. Like I would want to change out all the screws to hex screws, but that's a lot of work. So what I did is I'm just going to keep them in there and I'm just going to enjoy the car for what it is. But the Phillips screws, again, I know why they did it, but for me and as a hobbyist, such a pain. Another thing that kind of sucks about it is it's super light. And because it's super light, it's off-roading capability. Like it has ground clearance, but you find yourself getting stuck a lot and like trying to get over certain stumps or pieces of wood. Like you just get stuck. Now with that said, it's kind of an element of skill that's added to your driving. Like you have to figure things, you got to figure a way through some things and some obstacles and some terrain. But it is super light, and because it's light, it doesn't get a lot of traction, and it's two-wheel drive. So you find yourself getting stuck a lot and going in reverse and trying to work it out. It adds a level of difficulty, but it's kind of lame, and it's not as cool as if you were to have like a TRX4 that's relatively heavy and kind of scale and crawl over things. That's not what this is. It's just super light. And then the last thing I don't like about it is it's probably the least scale car that they have. Traxxas, like the stance is weird. Like how you can see the chassis below the body. There's all this space. Like look, I can see you through here. Like there's all this space. Like I feel like it's the least scale, and it looks like a toy. That's my biggest complaint. I get it. They're toys. I would like to think they're hobby grade models, but I feel like when I'm in the park driving this thing, like people are looking at me like I'm playing with a toy, versus if I'm driving an e-Revo at 60 miles an hour in the middle of the field, they're like, holy crap, that is a machine, right? So it's kind of toyish. That's one of my things, and it's hard to feel like a hobbyist driving this thing like in a park or in public. It's like you're driving a Radio Shack car. So that's just my opinion. Maybe you guys don't agree, but I feel like it's a little toyish. So I hope you liked this video, guys. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and you guys will see me next time. Later, guys.